Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and to our next Nightwish reaction. Alright, today we're going to be watching, reacting, and listening to, for the first time, the performance of The Islander. Now, from what I can see and am being told, this is a little bit different than the performances that I have reacted to from them so far. And partially that is because Marko seems to be out front. So this is saying that Marko is taking the lead in terms of vocals here, which of course is very different from what we usually see, where it is the female member of the band that is usually doing the lead in terms of vocals, even in cases like Phantom, where Marko played a prominent role. It's usually, whether it was Tarha or then Floor, it's so I'm not sure exactly what to expect from this, but I'm definitely curious and looking forward to checking it out. Just another quick thing I'm saying in all of my videos that I'm filming at this particular point in time, I just wanted to mention something, especially since I know a lot of people are new to the channel. I've talked a few times, particularly if you were watching any of my videos where I had a wig on or something, about how I have some health issues, and you know, you may have heard things at various points where I'm like, I'm kind of sick, I got this respiratory thing, so I might not talk as much or my voice might sound icky. That's not really what I mean. You know, everybody gets sick once in a while, but I have chronic disabling health issues. I have a very serious case of endometriosis, and I also get chronic migraines that are tied into that. And suffice it to say, it's weird to talk about, but I basically don't have any pain-free days. All of my days are pain days. So it's basically just a matter of whether it's a somewhat painful day or a super, super bad pain day where I can't really do anything. Unfortunately, that's just life. That's what it is. And I'm just, the only reason that I am talking about this right now is because I do want to apologize and kind of explain, because I regularly see on videos there are a lot of times where I just don't get around to commenting and in response to a lot of your comments, and you guys put a lot of time into commenting to give me information, to talk about your thoughts about various performances and songs, to recommend future videos that I do, which of course I try my best to get to. And yeah, I don't always have the opportunity to respond, but I do want to let you guys know that I do appreciate you putting the time in for that, and I do read the comments when I get the chance to. Sometimes it's a few days or longer before I can go back to video and read a lot of the comments. And I am sorry that sometimes I don't get around to responding, even if I do read them. Sometimes it just comes down to that day I have to make a decision. Am I going to spend the time I have available that day on filming new reactions or on editing previously filmed reactions, or am I going to spend it in responding to comments? And if I have to make a choice, I usually don't choose the comments because I assume people would prefer more content. So I just wanted to mention that. And also I do apologize if, say, you're only following me for reactions to one group or one show or something. I know it can probably be frustrating because I do a lot of different things, and since it takes me a bit longer than some other reactors, like I can't sit down and film like 20 reactions in one day. I can't. Unfortunately, I can't usually sit up for that long. So it might be a while before you get another one from your particular band if you aren't interested in any of the other stuff. And so I just wanted to kind of explain a little more and apologize to you guys for all of that. And this is a weird conversation, and I've been saying it in the videos that I'm filming right now today. So this is the third time I've said it. So I'm just like, sorry. But I wanted to make sure that you guys kind of understood a little bit where I'm coming from. But anyway, now moving on from that to the actual reaction, to the good stuff, the fun stuff that we all enjoy. So let's check this out together. Here we go.
An old man by a seashore at the end of day gazes the
Okay, yes, this is already very different. It's
tempest tossed island, seasons all the same, anchorage and painted, and a ship without a name.
feels like an
Sing
Irish folk
without a
song.
show for the banished one unheard.
It's just very stripped down. It's just him and his
beacon light at the
guitar.
end of the world, showing their way, lighting hope in their hearts. Once in their travels go what from afar. Eli jos mä soitaisin kertosäkeen, niin te varmaan laulatte mukana. Laulatte?
I wish I knew what he was
Okei, sit se
saying.
vedetään. This is for long
Woo.
forgotten, light at the end of the world, horizon crying, the tears he left behind long ago. The albatross is flying, making him daydream. Time before he became one of the world's unseen. Princess in the tower, children in the fields. Life gave him it all, and now I know the universe. Ah, now his love's a memory, ghost in the fog. Sets the sails from last and saying farewell to the world. Anchor to the water, see it far below. Rustle in his feet and a smile beneath his brow.
I love narrative
This is
songs like
for
this.
long forgotten, light at the end of the world, horizon crying, the tears he left behind long ago. So long ago.
This is beautiful.
So long ago.
Oh my god. This really is just so much like an Irish folk song. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. The flute is that.
This is for long forgotten, light at the end of the world, horizon crying, the tears he left behind so long ago. Oh yeah. So long ago. So long ago.
And Flora's like,
So long ago.
like the sound of, like the ghost in the memory of the islander that this song is about. Just in his mind is what it feels like to me.
So long ago.
Oh wow. That was okay. So I said going into it, it seemed like it was gonna be very different because they had Marko up front as taking lead on vocals. So I wasn't quite sure what to expect, but I still didn't really expect what was very much a stripped down and close performance for the majority of the song. And even later in the song, when the rest of the group started to join in, and you had the I don't really necessarily want to call it a flute. I mean, it's a kind of, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's a like a Celtic instrument. When you had the addition of that with some drums and then Fleur coming in, it was still a very different, completely different style of performance from what I've at least so far been introduced to from them. And it was beautiful. It felt like, especially in the beginning when it was just him and his guitar, it felt very much like I could have been sitting in a pub just listening to a live performance. It's a very folk song sort of feel, and not just from the way that he was performing it, but the type of song it is with the lyrics, the story that it's telling. And not just that it tells a story, but the type of story about this man. And I mean, I guess maybe I kind of should have expected it with the name, right? The Islander, but and songs like that, of somebody kind of being haunted by remembering a lost love, they always really kind of get to me quite a bit. So it was already kind of getting to that point, and then when you hear the background music come in and Floor come in, and like I said, I was trying to kind of explain during the reaction itself, it seemed like the addition of her with her background vocals, because they weren't just really background vocals, it was more like a supportive vocals serving a particular purpose, and it seemed like she was representing the ghost in this man's memory of the lost love, and also the feelings that he felt, kind of expressing it, the longing, the pain that comes out. And to me, that's just really powerful and beautiful, to think of it in that way anyway. So it was wonderful. It was, like I said, very different from anything I've seen from them so far. There was a little bit of, at the end, of a brief kind of like vocal showcase for Floor, as it seems like a lot of these songs are really designed not just around, but partially to be a kind of showcase for the intensive vocal performance. But this one was more, it felt like, about the heart and the feeling behind the song and the lyrics, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. So this may be one of my favorites of them so far, which is very interesting because, like I said, it's so different, and I love everything I've seen from them so far. But yeah. All right. I think I'm gonna wrap this up here. I want to go back in and re-listen to it and look at the lyrics again, because it seemed it was kind of getting to me. So, but all right. Okay. As always, guys, if you have comments, like I said, please do leave them. Even if I don't get a chance to respond, I will eventually read them. And if you have suggestions, please do put them down, because I do read them and take them into account. That's how I got this. That's how we ended up here today. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye.